Hey everybody, it's the 13th Wolfman. It's been a while since I've done a mobile movie review. There's been a few times that it just didn't feel like doing one for the movie. Like last week, I saw Us, and I'm just going to say here and now, that's pretty much my review for Us. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was even anywhere near as close as Get Out. You know, I think he dropped the ball on that one. The story was very convoluted and very not very worked out to the final details. That's Us. Let's get on to what I'm going to talk about now, and that's Pet Sematary. That's right, the remake of the 1989, 1990 movie with Miko Hughes as Gage. So they remade it, and they didn't really throw a whole lot of... They didn't throw a big twist in there at all, because, I mean, a lot of it's the same, except for the fact that instead of it being in the original movie, there was just Gage as a child. In this one, Gage has an older sister, Ellie. That's the big difference between the two. Church is played by 4 cats, and they are some nasty-looking cats. Well, you guys have seen the trailer. I mean, you've seen that little scruffy-looking piece of fur. That's pretty much what Church looks like after, you know. I didn't recognize the husband or the wife, the actor that played either one of them. The only person I recognized in this movie was John Lithgow, who played Fred Gwynn's part as the neighbor. And I'll be honest, he did an awesome job with this movie. So if you don't know what Pet Sematary is about, here's a really quick synopsis. A family moves from the city to the country to get away from the hustle and bustle of big city life, and they want to get to country life, slow down, kick back, spend a little bit more time with their kids. Sounds like a good time. The older daughter has a cat named Church, and Church dies. You know, you don't see it, so that's a good thing to all the animal lovers out there. And he's buried in a pet cemetery, but brought back. After that, a lot of mystic things happen, and I don't want to give any more away, but this is definitely worth seeing. The one thing I thought was funny about this movie is the fact that whenever the husband or the father asked a question, nobody would answer him directly. I mean, he wakes up in the morning and he goes, "What time is it?" And his wife goes, "You slept late." That was her answer. And he asked another question earlier in the movie. Oh, he asked John Lithgow about the boundaries of the property line. And he goes, "Exactly how far back does the property line go?" And he goes, "Further back than you want to go." What the hell? Give this guy a straight answer for a question. That happened like 2 or 3 times in the movie. I'm like, wow, no one wants to answer him. He's just asking very simple questions. That being said, I mean, I found that kind of funny myself. I don't know. I think I might have been the only person that picked up on it. But, because I find little things like that. I kind of giggle to myself in the movies from time to time. But, yeah, I like this movie. I thought it was well done. Is it better than the Miko Hughes? Yes. And the reason I say that, because I love the Miko Hughes film, but I always felt that Miko was just a little too young to be playing Gage in the movie. And I say that because there are times there was like one time in the original film where he had this snarl on his face, and he almost looked like the embodiment of Chucky. You know, I mean, and it almost came off comical more than serious. And I think that just had something to do with not being able to understand what the director might have been asking for him, or I'm not sure. I don't know. This is just a guess, but I always thought they could have cast just a few years older, and they might have got a better performance out of a kid. That being said, again, I like the original film. Nothing. That's my one minor flaw. This, I like it all. I like the acting. I like the I like the story. They didn't really do anything to throw a twist onto the story. You know, it's pretty much the same story that you read or you've seen already, but it's a well-acted story. And it's shot up in Canada, so it's supposed to be Maine, but it is what it is, you know. I mean, you could throw someone in the woods anywhere and say, hey, guess what? You're in the middle of Colorado. And, I mean, they do it here all the time. They say, hey, we're going to film up in Canada and call it Washington. But, yeah, it's a good movie. It's a fun movie. It's definitely a date movie. There's a few jump scares, and there's quite a few of them, just creepy feeling type. It's not a scare, but it's just, there's a few scenes that are just give you the creeps will just draw right over you, and that happened to me, and I was like, this is what makes this movie a good movie. I asked Mama Wolf what she thought, and she said she would give it 2 3/4 chainsaws out of 4. I'm gonna give it 3 1/4 chainsaws out of 4. I liked it. I'm not saying she didn't like it. She liked it, but she wants the happy ending. You know. So I guess I kind of gave the ending away, but yeah, it's a good movie. So check it out. As always, like, subscribe, share, and comment. When you do comment, I want to know what you have to say. And when you do subscribe, ring that bell, because that way you'll be notified anytime I put something new up. As always, I am the 13th Wolfman, and yep, I'm on the prowl.